So the vast majority of us human beings live our everyday lives as slaves to, I guess, a machine or maybe an algorithm, if you will. I myself fall victim to this very often. I'm stuck doom scrolling, which is a term we're all very familiar with. I'm not really here to debate the psychology of it all. It's a big problem, and it's something that a lot of us struggle with. I do this thing where I call it app jumping, where when one app gets not as entertaining, I go to the next one to see if I got any notifications there, and then I go to the third one, and now I'm back to the first again, and it's like it puts me in almost a constant loop that I'm never able to break out of, or by the time I do break out of it, now an hour or two has gone by, or many hours have gone by, and I've just wasted my day, and that's not great. It's not good for anybody. It's sort of detrimental to living a life as a human being. So our smartphones, these super intuitive devices that we have at our fingertips that have the ability to do all kinds of different things for us, effectively use us. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can use your phone instead of your phone using you. And don't get me wrong, this isn't like smartphone propaganda or something. I'm not trying to sell you an ad. I'm not like working for Apple. No, I don't give a fuck. I think the predatory nature of these devices and how they affect the vast majority currently is a horrible thing. But I'm speaking to the people who I'm fairly certain already have a smartphone and is using them. I'm not telling you to go out and get a phone. If you found a way to break from this cycle, and went back to flip phone or whatever it is, great for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you have a job that allows you to be able to do that. I'm happy that you figured a way out of the cycle of whatever. Like, cool. Then it's not for you. Then the video's not for you. So obviously I'm not here to tell you how to never use your phone. I'm here to tell you how you can use your phone creatively, how you can use it as a tool to your creative advantage. Right off the bat, mobile device. It's mobile. You can bring it everywhere. You bring it everywhere 9 times out of 10. So it's always on you. You always have a notepad ready, a virtual notepad, though I would prefer, and a lot of times, paper because you're writing it down, and sometimes it's more fulfilling to write it down. But if you don't have paper, you have that. You have an app that you can pull out and write down your ideas. You have your voice memos, where if you have a jumbled mess of ideas in your mind that you just kind of need to spit out, you can pull that out, go in the corner, even if you're at a public place, and just start talking to it. I do this all the time. I look like a maniac. You will look like a maniac, but whatever. Who cares? Get the idea down when you have it, so you can go back later and decide whether or not you want to do anything with it. Sometimes you get an idea in a moment and it's there, and then you get distracted and then it's gone. And then you start spending days, weeks, sometimes months, years thinking about it and wondering if you'll ever get an idea that good again. Anyway, it's a tool for getting your ideas down. That's pretty simple. I probably didn't need to tell you that. But that's thing number 1. Easiest thing, most simple thing. Thing number 2, if you're somewhere waiting and you want something to do, instead of scrolling, maybe you can use it to throw on some sort of concentration music and start your writing ideas down on your phone. Maybe you download a script app. There's Writer Duet. I use that. You can get the mobile version for that and then start writing scripts. Maybe, if you're making music, you do something on GarageBand and you put your headphones in. It's something to do. And you can still be creative while you're in between places, waiting, whatever. And obviously, you could use your phone as a camera, and you can get particular apps to help you have more control of the camera so that it's less like just your standard phone camera, and the interface will resemble something more like, an actual camera where you can play with the ISO, you can play with the aperture, whatever it is. But most importantly, when it comes to the creative process, you need to look at your phone as a puzzle piece to your process as a whole. It's not, the answer completely. I mean, I guess it can be, but you don't need it to do everything, and you don't need it to do everything at once. But 9 times out of 10, you can find a way for your phone to pick up where you need some help, right? For example, if you have lav mics, halfway decent lav mics, they require an interface to plug audio in. Not everybody realizes this or knows this, but a lot of lav mics allow you to plug straight into the phone, and that way the phone operates as an interface. You save yourself a lot of money that way. I just did that for a film, and it was good audio. And honestly, it had less interference than the interface I was using before. So I'm going to stick to that for a while. And if you have somebody on camera and you're directing a film and you want to be able to see it, but you don't have a monitor, guess what? You can get a monitor on your phone. There are free monitor apps. I'm using one right now. Look at that. And you shouldn't look at incorporating your phone into the process as some sort of taboo, because that's a load of horse shit. Because it's not like you didn't spend all kinds of money for this fucking thing to begin with, right? Or your parents paid for it on a plan, whatever it is. The point here is this was a tool that was purchased, that you own. You own it, and you can use it, and you shouldn't feel bad about using it. Use it to the best of your abilities. And I would say even like somebody who's kind of far along in their filmmaking journey and they're building their own artillery can find a way to incorporate it and have it fill in the blanks. Use it. Don't let it use you. It is a tool for creativity. Get started.